Today in this video, we're going to take a look at a set of secondary school textbooks written based on Singapore mathematics pedagogy by Singaporean academic authors. These books are designed for students in Singapore and are widely used in our local schools. We'll start by looking at the textbook itself. As with most curriculum reviews, I like to begin with the authors and consultants because the way Singapore math is written is very closely tied to the educational research and teaching philosophy behind it. It's also my way of acknowledging the educators behind these materials. Because when these books are taught well, they contribute to the strong learning outcomes we see in our students. In this series, we see familiar names, Dr. Yap Ban Ha, who is also the author of the Elementary Think Mathematics series. Alongside him are secondary school lecturers from the National Institute of Education in Singapore, the only teacher training institute in the whole of Singapore. Dr. Yap Ban Ha's involvement in both primary and secondary materials is actually quite significant because it helps ensure a smooth transition from primary to secondary mathematics education. We also have Dr. Joseph Yeo, who is a senior lecturer at NIE and the very first author of Think Mathematics, previously known as New Syllabus Mathematics, which is used in many secondary schools across Singapore. His work focuses on instructional approaches that engage students both cognitively and emotionally, especially inquiry-based learning and real-world applications. He has also received multiple teaching awards for his contributions to education. Another key contributor is Dr. Choi Ban Heng, who is well known in Singapore mathematics education for his work in teacher education and curriculum design. His research focuses on helping teachers better notice and interpret student thinking, what we often call productive teacher noticing. In simple terms, this is about taking ordinary textbook or exam questions and turning them into deeper learning opportunities through how teachers guide discussion and questioning. There are also several experienced secondary school teachers involved in the writing team over here. Now, looking at the textbook itself, this series is designed to develop 21st century competencies while also building a deep appreciation for mathematics, in line with the Singapore curriculum and international standards. Each chapter starts with a chapter opener and an introductory problem. These are designed to introduce the big ideas and immediately place problem solving at the heart of learning. From this structure, you can see two key principles running through the book: mathematics as both a practical tool and a structured discipline. After the introductory problem, each chapter provides some notes. Students then engage in a variety of activities such as investigations and class discussions. And many of these are grounded in real-world situations, helping students connect mathematics to everyday life. Having taught in Singapore as well as in 3 other countries across private and international schools, including Cambridge and International Baccalaureate curricula, I've personally not come across many secondary textbooks that explicitly link back to primary materials. That's one of the unique strengths of Singapore's system. With a central curriculum body and a unified teacher education institute, everything is aligned. This allows secondary learning to build very intentionally on primary foundations. The CPA approach continues to be used in the teaching and learning of this secondary series. However, it is not applied as extensively since many topics are revisited from earlier years and students are expected to already have a strong foundational understanding. As a result, CPA is used selectively, particularly for new or more conceptually demanding topics. You will also see continuity tools like bar modeling being used at secondary level, reinforcing conceptual understanding rather than abandoning what students learned earlier. The textbook also functions almost like a teacher's guide with clear indications of which questions to assign after instruction. Like most Singapore textbooks, it includes worked examples that model clear solution strategies. There are also dedicated sections that encourage deeper thinking, such as thinking time and investigation. These build on the same pedagogical approach used in primary school, where students are encouraged to explore multiple strategies and explain their reasoning. Another nice feature is that the introductory problem is revisited later in the chapter once students have developed the necessary knowledge to tackle it more deeply. Each topic includes a good range of practice questions, starting from basic to increasingly higher level of difficulty. There is also a looking back section to help students reflect on the key ideas of the chapter, along with end of chapter reviews and cumulative reviews after several chapters to strengthen retention. For more advanced learners, there are challenge yourself questions that extend thinking beyond the core curriculum. The textbook also includes problems in real world contexts, which are authentic, real life problems embedded throughout the book. More structured versions of these are grouped together in a dedicated section at the end of the textbook. Now, moving on to the workbook. This provides additional scaffolded practices for independent learning. It also includes challenge questions for stronger learners, as well as end of review chapters with different questions from the textbook to reinforce understanding. There are also 2 sets of end of semester assessments that help evaluate overall learning progress. At its core, this entire series is built on a simple belief: all students can learn and appreciate mathematics. Questions are structured across levels so that students build mastery while still being challenged appropriately. Now, you would have noticed that I did not mention anything about the teacher's guide. I do not think that the teacher's guide is available for the general public to purchase. It does not tell you what to say to the learner or how to go about carrying out activities. However, the textbook is a good guide and steps are shown. And that's a quick overview of this textbook series. I hope you enjoy this and find this helpful. Take care.